left. Brandon Loran is heading up to the center of the field. Looks like Chazy will be taking the kickoff here. Kyle McCarthy will be with him. Kyle is a freshman, and then of course you have Brandon, who is a freshman also. So you have two freshmen on the front line, Joe.
Well, I also see Nolan Rogers over there. He's a true freshman, number 22 on the left side of the midfield.
And then you have senior Tyler Boris here on the near side.
So they have a ton of underclassmen. So they see what they can do here. If they can move that ball around and try to keep PHS from scoring early.
Well, the game's started right here on the near sideline with John Tregan pushing it up to Tyler Boris. Near sideline goes back to Tregan. Chazy will play their possession game, pushes it up over to Halley. Halley with the ball being challenged by Knight. Knight takes it from Halley. He's working his way to the 18. He gets a shot off, and Santor is right there, and rushing in for Plattsburgh was Connor Benoit, but good hands by Santor.
That was a nice save right there by not allowing that rebound because Benoit, he was right there on top of that. That was a nice pick by Knight off Halley. Halley's injured with his thighs. We also have Michael Santor out for Chazy on the left defensive back.
Yeah, Santor got hurt in the last game on Thursday night, and the ball is in Chazy territory, cleared out by Tregan midfield. Ball is headed up over to number 17, Fout. Fout has the ball, tries to get up over to Wyan. Wyan pushes it back. Midfield giving chases Lauren, and stepping up is and a foul called, it looks like, on number 6 for the Eagles, Caleb Snide, a trip on Snide. So they're just midfield, just inside the Chazy territory here. Setting up for the play is number 22, Kendrick Bukala. He sets the ball up, actually setting it up for Drew Wyan. Wyan will take the kick. No, he gives it up to Boltra. Boltra will now take the kick here for the Hornets. He sends a shot in for the 18. It's headed out by Halley, goes onto the foot of Knight. Knight goes near sideline, hits the hand of Jordan Knight, so it'll be a handball on the Hornets. So the Eagles will set up here on the near sideline. They're just outside the box on their end here, the 18-yard line. Halley will take the kick here for the Eagles. He sends it up toward midfield, trying to find Lauren. The ball is headed up to Chazy territory by Conroy. Tregan steps up, he intercepts the ball, tries to find Lauren. It's intercepted by Boltra. Pushed back to Conroy, pushes it all the way back to Bukala, and PHS does a good job of switching fields, and it goes out of bounds. The ball got away from number 25, Shea Crockett at midfield. Throw in for the Eagles, and the ball comes in quickly over to number 6, Caleb Snide. Snide tries pushing it back, intercepted by Knight. Knight gives it up over to Conroy. Conroy finds Kyle Knight. PHS controlling in Chazy territory, working the way to 18. Good speed by the Knight brothers. And it's knocked away, and it's number 23, Jordan Knight, gets a shot off, and it short hops Santor. Santor comes up with the save, and PHS is coming out flying, Joe.
Chazy hasn't had the ball in PHS territory here for the first several minutes. PHS has been controlling everything that we've been watching so far.
Well, right now it's in Chazy territory. Jordan Barrier with the ball. Switches fields far sideline, trying to find Nolan Rogers on the far sideline. It's knocked away, and it's picked up by number 5, Jordan Barrier. And he knocked it out of bounds, so it'll be a throw in here for PHS. Seth Fout will take the ball far sideline, about halfway down in Chazy territory. Seth Fout, gained like 20 yards, walking up with the ball. He throws it in now, gets it into Drew Wyan. Wyan with the ball, looking for some help. Sends it up over to Conroy. Conroy pushes it back to midfield over to the foot of Bukala. Bukala goes right side, far side, over to Crockett. Crockett gets it up over to Wyan. Wyan has it, tries switching fields, and comes over to Knight. It is number 13, Kyle Knight, being challenged by Boris, and Knight wins that battle. He's now deep in Chazy territory, just left side, near side of the 18-yard line, and this Tregan fighting off Knight, and coming over to help is Boris. Boris and Knight fighting for the ball at the end line here, and it's knocked out of bounds by Tregan. It'll be a throw in deep in Chazy territory near the corner kick, or by the corner, and it will be number 13 or 23. It's number 23, Jordan Knight, will take the throw in here for the Hornets. Nice throwing into the box. Ball headed up by number 10, Wyan. Again headed up by Wyan, and coming off the line is Santor. He gets to the ball before number 13, Kyle Knight. So Santor will slow things up. He'll work his way to the 18-yard line, and he lets the punt go. Beautiful punt, about 20 yards into PHS territory. Headed by Lauren, trying to find Barrier back at the center field, and it's Barrier and Wyan fighting for the ball, and it's won by Wyan. He gets it up over to Botra, and now into the hands of Conroy. Conroy has some room, looks around, passes back to midfield to Lattonville. Lattonville gets it up over to Botra. Botra has it knocked away, now picked up by Lauren. giving Chase his barrier in PHS territory. He loses the ball up over to number 17, Fout. Fout loses it up over to Caleb Snide, and there's a trip on the Hornets. So Chazy will have a set play, Joe, from about 35 yards out.
Yeah, it's the first time they've been in PHS territory with any sustained movement without having to keep her Santor punt it there. So they're trying to get their legs on their own. PHS had a couple of good chances. They put some shots on net. Santor came up with them.
And here's the kick by Reynolds, and it's cleared out by the PHS defense. Back over to Nathan Reynolds. Reynolds will try to get it up over to number 17. Hatley gets by him, and it's picked up by number 7, Conroy. Conroy pushes it up over to Votra. Votra has room. Now he gets it up over to number 14, Benoit. Benoit trying to find Conroy, intercepted by Tregan. Tregan passes it back to Lapierre. Lapierre switches fields, goes far side. He finds Rogers. Rogers, the freshman, working his way to midfield. He's double teamed, but it's Rogers with the ball. He's taken down hard by number 10, Drew Wyan. And they blow the whistle. They're stopping play. And Rob Lapierre, no, he's not. He thought about it.
Yeah, he thought serious about it. And it should have been a possibly right after that because there's some rough handling on the freshman Rogers.
Coach McCullough wants a card on that one. He came close.
Yeah, he was reaching in the pocket, but.
So it's far sideline, about 10 yards into Plattsburgh territory. And it's Halley will chip it in toward the box. Ball headed out. Nice play by Conroy. He heads it out over to Knight, and that would be Jordan Knight. He sends it just deep into Chazy territory, giving chase for the Eagles is number 12, Nathan Reynolds, who's playing the sweeper position. And he just clears it out. And not a bad play by Nathan Reynolds, just to let the defense reset here.
Yeah, Plattsburgh's doing a good job, though. They're reloading, coming back. That Chazy was down in Plattsburgh's end probably for less than a minute. And Plattsburgh's moving right back. You can see Plattsburgh has some skill with them again this year. They lost the big score to Bennett last year, but Kyle Knight is the big catalyst for them this year. You can see he was great last year. You can see with his speed and his experience, he's been trouble for the Eagles already this evening.
Well, the ball's headed back toward the 18 toward Chazy, and it's being controlled here by number 14 for PHS. And it was Benoit trying to pass it over to Knight, but it's intercepted here by the Eagles. And here comes Lapierre working his way toward midfield, pushes it into PHS territory, but a nice play by Conroy to knock it away, and it's taken away by Lauren. Lauren has nice speed on the far sideline. He's got great speed and giving chase. Good hustle is Shea Crockett to track down Lauren. And the ball is cleared up far sideline, and it's open space right now, and Lapierre tried to get to it, Knight tried to get to it, and it's collision time, but the ball is loose now and it goes into Nathan Reynolds' foot. He tries to get it to midfield, and it's picked up by number 13, Kyle Knight. And Niall takes out Caleb Snide, and Chazy being younger, just like the Canton game, is getting knocked off the ball.
Yeah, they are a little bit, but that's the name of the game. Both these teams want to win, and you're going to play a little physical, but so you might want to calm this game down a little bit too before it gets out of hand.
Well, setting up for a direct kick is Nathan Reynolds, just inside Chazy territory around midfield. And he sends the kick toward the 18, and it's headed out by number 7, Conroy. He goes into the foot of Knight, and it's number 23, Jordan Knight. And Jordan Knight has some nice speed, and it goes over to Kyle Knight. Kyle Knight now working his way. He pushes it over to the left side over to Conroy. Benoit being picked up by Tregan. Benoit trying to send across. He does. And nice job by Santo to punch it to the far sideline. Giving chase is Lapierre, but the ball is won by Wyan. Ball comes back over to the center of the field, over to Jordan Conroy. He goes all the way back to midfield, and he gets it to the foot of Bukala. Bukala sends it up over far side, over to Crockett. Shea Crockett with the ball. One time set it up over to Fout. Good ball movement here by the Hornets. Their far sideline, and it's just knocked out of bounds by Lapierre. So it'll be a throw in here for the Hornets. Setting up is number 11, Justin Hughes.
PHS is looking really good here this evening. We're approximately 10 minutes into this game, 9 minutes into this game. PHS has controlled the ball probably 80% of the time. I'd have to give them that 80 to 20 compared to Chazy. Chazy's having a hard time getting their passes together. They're having a hard time just getting it past the halfway mark in PHS territory.
There's no flow yet for the Eagles. Good flow for the Hornets. The ball comes in by Knight. Knight now will chip the ball and then go off the end line here. So it'll be a goal kick here for Chazy. Chazy's got to get to their possession game. That is their game.
Yeah, but they're being disrupted by the speed and the skill of PHS. You know, it's not Chazy's not making a whole lot of mistakes, and PHS is just right on top of it. PHS is playing a nice game this evening so far.
So far, and of course Chazy, they are setting up here for the goal kick, and it's taken by Nathan Reynolds, and it's controlled by the Hornets, headed by Conroy, who heads it up over to Benoit. Benoit gets it up over to Kyle Knight, and it goes past Knight's foot out of bounds. Tyler Boris gets it over to Lauren. Lauren has 3 people on him, and it's picked up by Knight, and it goes off of Boris. Quick throw in here by the Hornets, and it's Knight to Knight, but it's intercepted by number 6 for the Eagles, Caleb Snide. It's now cleared. It's Lauren giving chase inside the box, but a good defensive play by Ryan Lattenville. Lauren and Lattenville fighting for the ball. Goes out of bounds, knocked out by Lattenville near sideline, deep into PHS territory.
It was a nice pass by Kyle McCarthy to try to find Lauren on the long ball. It was a good pass by the freshman.
And it's Tyler Boris with the throw in. He gets it into Lauren. Lauren trying to shield, trying to get around, and Knight sends it up, and it's controlled by Benoit. Benoit does a nice job, and it's knocked out of bounds by PHS, and it goes into the hands of Treatment. He'll throw it in up over to Hallie. Hallie one times it up over to Barrier. Barrier with the ball being challenged by Wyan. He's controlling, gets it here near sideline over to Tregan. Tregan up over to Boris. Boris trying to find Snide. And it's now intercepted by number 8, Bertrand. And nice job by Barrier to take the ball away. Laurent trying to get by number 9, Lattenville. Knocked out of bounds, so Chazy putting on a little pressure right now at 28-41 here left in the first half. There's no score. Shots favor the Hornets 2-0, and it's Lauren going baseline here. Sends a shot across, and it's knocked out. Nice save, a nice play by neither the goalie to knock it out. And giving chase far sideline is number 23 here for the, or 22 for the Nolan Rogers for Chazy. And now it's taken away by Conroy. Conroy's got space. He's working his way to midfield. He's trying to find Knight near sideline here. Nice play by Tregan to knock it away out of bounds. Throw in Jordan Conroy here for the throw in here for the Hornets. And they know it favors Chazy. So it was Boris takes a quick throw in. And now it's Lauren with the ball. Lauren working his way to the 18-yard line, near sideline, working toward the box. Being picked up here by the defense of Bukala of PHS. It is Barrier over to Lauren. Lauren with the ball has it knocked away, and then it coming up is Tyler Boris, and it's knocked off Boris out of bounds. So it'll be a throw in here for the Hornets.
PHS is playing some good team defense. I'm watching them. They're helping each other out. You know, they're playing good team defense when they get in the corners. Chazy's having a hard time to take it out of the corners. So you got to give PHS some credit on their good defense also. Solid
team, and PHS, the ball goes into Chazy territory, giving chase is Reynolds, and coming on is Knight. And Reynolds does a nice job because Jordan Knight is an extremely fast young man, and he knocks it out of bounds. So it'll be a throw in here for the Hornets. And setting up for the throw-in is number 8, Ethan Botra. He gets it right into Kyle Knight. Nobody picks up Kyle Knight. He's working his way in. Lets a shot go. Clears the whole field going far sideline. Giving chase is Rogers as well as Hughes. Hughes pushes it back over to Wyan. Wyan gets by Rogers. And nice play by Andrew Lapierre to stuff Wyan. And now he intercepts the ball, sends it up far sideline. Giving chase is McCarthy. And McCarthy gets by him. And Kyle McCarthy's got speed working his way to the 18. He pushes it up over to Lauren. Lauren trying to get a shot off. Lauren in the box trying to get the shot off. And nice defensive play by Shea Crockett. But Moy, what speed by McCarthy and Lauren.
I'll tell you what, PHS just dodged the bullet that time.
They did.
McCarthy just showed that he has that freshman coming down that line. Lapierre made a great stop, though, from the defense.
Yes.
Moved it up.
Got the counterattack.
Yeah, and they caught PHS flat.
But I'll tell you what, some nice defensive hustle by Shea Crockett for PHS.
But you know, I hate saying this, but I've been after Brandon Lauren for years to get a left foot. That's one of my managers. And he had to set that up, you know, and it's like just that one little crack. You know?
And it's a corner kick. It's into the 18-yard line, and it's picked up by PHS. And here come the Hornets on a counterattack. It's knocked away, now picked up by Hadley. He pushes it up over to Tregan. Tregan switches fields, tries to find Rogers. Rogers sends it back to midfield, and it's knocked away by Conroy. Conroy sends it into Chazy territory, and it's Reynolds heads it over to Rogers out of bounds on the near or far sideline, and there's some changes here for the Hornets. Coming in is Seth Fout, as well as number 20, Dylan Esposito. And for Chazy, Hunter Dominy ready to check into the game. Next whistle for Chazy. We have 25-18 left here in the first half. No score. Championship game here, preseason game at the George Brendler Field. I'm Joey Trombley along with Joe Croissant, calling tonight's game for Hometown Radio, WIRY. PHS controlling the ball, and it's Fout who just checked into the game. Gets it up over to the far side, over to number 7 to Ben, number 18 Dunham. He goes out of bounds, throwing here for the Eagles, and now comes into the game is Hunter Dominy. And Hunter Dominy is the son of Tom Brendler, who called the game the other night for Hometown Radio with Rob Knowles.
Yeah, Tom's the first one I started coaching with at the club level. He taught me a lot also. He coached junior varsity soccer here at Chazy. Previously. Now he's a superintendent or principal down at Northeastern Clinton.
And Hunter's a sophomore for Chazy this year. Ball's far sideline. It is Knight, Jordan Knight, taking the throw in here for the Hornets. Far sideline, about midway into Chazy territory, comes into Esposito. Esposito being challenged by McCarthy. McCarthy wins that ball. It's McCarthy now trying to get it up to Lauren, intercepted by the Hornets. Loose ball, and it's picked up by Knight. Knight just outside the Chazy 18. It's cleared out by Lauren, trying to find number 3, McCarthy, on the far sideline. And it goes out of bounds. It'll be Chazy ball. No, they say it's PHS ball. And actually a push on McCarthy.
Well, I notice what Coach LaRose normally doesn't do is switch out his defense. He's got a couple of defensive players. We have Kilcary going in number 30. I see he's normally a defensive man. It's going to be his first action.
And the ball is headed toward the 18, and it's headed out by Lapierre. Over to McCarthy. He heads it back to Lapierre. And they say a push. And it looks like a push was on the PHS defense. I can't pick up that number there, Joe. Can you pick that up?
No, I have my glasses on too much.
Number 20. I think it was Esposito, actually. So the foul was on Esposito. And it'll be Shea Halley taking the kick for the Eagles. Ball sent up deep into PHS territory. It's a loose ball. And given chase, and it was a handball on the Eagles. And it would have been a handball on Lapierre, who came up on the defensive end.
You see what Coach McCullough did for Chazy. He dropped Lauren back in the midfield. He put Hunter up in front with McCarthy.
PHS with a free kick. Gets it into Chazy territory. Nice job. Ball headed to center of the field. And it's picked up by, knocked away, picked up by number 9, Lattenville. Lattenville pushes it up over to number 8, Voltra. Voltra gets it up over to Knight. That's Jordan Knight. He tries to go far sideline over to Fout. And given chase is Lapierre. And it
25 for PHS.
25 would be Shea Crockett.
Now there was an Ethan Crockett also, right?
Ethan, I think Ethan
He
graduated.
graduated last year. He was a nemesis.
There's a ball going
for a lot
across
of
the
teams.
goal line, and nice feed into the box. Comes out near sideline. Picked up by Knight. Knight pushes it back over to number 14, Benoit. And it's intercepted by the Eagles, and it comes down to the foot of Dominy. Dominy working near sideline, working his way to midfield, trying to find number 3 for the McCarthy. Doesn't get to him. Intercepted here by the Hornets, and they're working their way now toward the Chazy 18. And there's some bodies between Tregan and it was Lattenville. Were going toe to toe there.
That call could have gone either way, I think.
Yeah, they were both fighting for the ball.
You got to give them credit. These teams are hungry.
Yeah.
It's some pretty good action out here.
Both teams want to win this game. Territorial favors PHS at this point. But Chazy's showing some good times out there, a minute at a time, minute and a half at a time.
McCarthy's been playing extremely well this game. He's been causing some things. He just caused that one right there. So.
Well, the ball's in PHS territory, and given chase there's Lauren. He gives it up over to Dominy. Dominy goes over to McCarthy. Far sideline, McCarthy pushes it back out. He gets over to Rogers. Rogers with the ball, now trying to work his way. Good defensive play here by the Hornets, far sideline. And it goes out of bounds, throw in for the Eagles, and coming into the game for the Eagles is Jordan Barrier, number 5, coming out of the game is Nolan Rogers at number 22. And Lapierre with the throw-in, he gets it up over to Domini. Domini trying to work his way through. Good defensive play here by the Hornets. Domini will be called for the push. I didn't think he liked the idea that Voltra got the ball from him.
Yeah, but he's also got to realize you can't go through 3 people. I mean, just you got to give it up the easiest way. It's good to try to burn them once in a while, but you got to give the ball up, keep possession.
The ball's in Chazy territory. It's picked up by Voltra. Voltra passes it back over to Mitch Kilcarry. Kilcarry goes far sideline, coming down the Chazy territory. It's intercepted here by the Eagles. Now picked up by Kilcarry. He knocks it up over to Voltra, trying to get it up over to Benoit. Benoit loses it, and nice shield from the Chazy defense. Nathan Brown did a nice job shielding the ball. Goes out of bounds. It'll be a goal kick for the Eagles. We are now under 20 minutes here in the first half. We have no score at the George Brendler Field in Chazy for the championship game for the Chazy preseason soccer tournament. And the ball is in out of bounds, far sideline, and it'll be a throw in here for the Hornets. It comes in very quickly and it's picked up by Lapierre. He switches fields. He finds Boris. Boris being challenged by Knight. Knight wins that battle. And it's Boris grabbing the shirt of Knight. He's called for the foul. So it'll be a direct kick.
Hold on. Kyle Knight, get in there.
It'll be a direct kick here for the Hornets on the near sideline. Coach LaRose calling strategy. He's moving Knight into the box.
It's a smart move. Knight's got a good foot. They better mark Knight closely because he's had a few chances already to put the ball back in the net.
Voltra will take the kick. Chazy does set up a wall.
Back it up a little.
And they're setting up for the play. They're waiting for the whistle. Here it comes. Voltra. Shot goes in. Oh, this is dangerous. And it's offsides, I think. And it was in the hands of Santor, and they took it out of it.
Yeah, it was offsides. He called it. The ref was right on top of that. Dickinson was a good call.
Yep, offsides on PHS. It came, Santor had it, and they took it out of his hands into the net, but it was offsides. So a kick here for the Eagles. And it goes up over to Snide. He heads it up over to Lauren. Lauren has it taken away by number 9, Latinville, but Boris gets it back over to Lauren in PHS territory. Ball's down the center of the field, and it's McCarthy breaking in. McCarthy lets a shot rip over the net. He broke in, and that freshman McCarthy has some speed.
Well, he had a couple of chances down here between Lauren and McCarthy. They've had a couple of golden opportunities, and they're evening this game up now. This game is being played more in the middle of the field. They're going back and forth a little bit. It's not being dominated like it was for the first 5 or 6 minutes by PHS. Chazy's starting to find their legs. They're putting some passes together. That was another great chance.
Absolutely, and Niederer was there. I mean, he went up to try to punch it over. He didn't have to, but he just cleared the crossbar. So PHS dodged the bullet there after almost scoring on the other end down here. So it's end-to-end action here right now, end-to-end action. And here come the Hornets again, now in the Chazy territory. It's Knight trying to get a shot off, and it's cleared out by Halley. Goes onto the foot of Voltra. Voltra finds Knight far sideline. He's being challenged by Lapierre. Lapierre does a nice job stuffing him. He wins that battle. It's Lapierre far sideline, pushes it up into the open space, and it now goes into the foot of Barrier. Barrier has it knocked away, goes on the foot of Knight. Knight controls. He gets it up over to Latinville. Latinville with some time, pushes it back over to Knight, and it's now knocked away by Lapierre in open space, and McCarthy tries to get to the ball as well as Kilcarry, won by McCarthy. McCarthy gets it up to midfield, giving chase is Lauren, but it's intercepted by Latinville. Latinville in Chazy territory goes near sideline, giving chase is Kyle Knight. Knight has it knocked away by Boris, and it'll be a throw in here for the Hornets. And it'll be Hughes checking into the game.
Chazy has to get quicker with their passes, their first touch, because they're not respecting the speed, I don't think, enough of PHS. PHS is quick, real quick to the ball.
Yes, they are, and it's number 9, Ryan Latinville, taking the kick here, about midway between midfield and the Chazy goal on the near sideline. And remember, Chazy's going left to right, PHS right to left. Ball goes in toward the box, and it's cleared out by Halley, giving chases to Lauren. Lauren getting to the ball, but coming over, good hustle by number 22, Bupola. Bupola now in the Chazy territory. He tried to find Benoit, but he goes too far ahead, out of bounds on the near sideline. And we have substitutions. Now he's calling Tregan back. Mr. Tregan was trying to get an extra 20 yards there.
Or a little less, but take what he can give you.
Tregan with the throw-in on the near sideline goes off the foot of Lauren, so now it's a throw-in for the Hornets. Now getting a chance to check into the game is Hughes. Coming out of the game is Kilcarry.
I think Coach LaRoche seeing what some of these defensive kids could do, because normally Coach LaRoche doesn't switches defense at all. Most teams usually don't at this level. You don't find a whole lot of switching on the defenses.
Yeah. So he might be trying to figure out what he's got on the team.
Sure, it's a
versus some
preseason
teams.
game. You know, it's not a league game. Of course, you want to try to win it, but it is good to see what these kids can do against some decent competition.
Yeah, I would say. The ball went off the goal line, so it's a goal kick here for the Eagles. Kicked by Hallie, and nice play by Conroy to head the ball over tonight to number 13, Kyle Knight. He gets it back over to Conroy. Jordan Conroy with the ball, pushes it, switches fields, goes to the far sideline as he finds number 11, Hughes. Hughes with the ball gets it up over to Voltra. Voltra now gets it up over to Wyan. Wyan with the ball pushes it back to Voltra, and now it comes into number 23, Knight. Knight tries to get a shot off. It goes off the back of Hallie, and it's deflected into the open space, and it's controlled by the Eagles. It is Barrier, sends it back to Snide. Now it's booted into PHS territory. Giving chases the defense of PHS. Coming up with the ball is number 9, Lattonville. Lattonville with the ball, trying to get it up over to Benoit. And Snide does a nice job slide tackle to get the ball. It's Snide. He knocks it off the foot of Conroy. Throw in for Chazy. 14:07 to go here left in the first half.
We have two shots on goal, which is kind of deceiving, I think. I still think PHS has had probably 70% of the ball.
Yeah.
They still at this time, I got to give them 70 to 30. Favor PHS for ball control, passing. They're looking good. Chazy's dodged a few bullets, and both teams have.
Both have, actually, yeah. If the game was decided on 50-yard play, I'd give it to PHS, but it's decided by goals. And right now we're at zeros. And it's a kick here for the Hornets. It's number 20, Esposito gets it up over to Knight. Knight has it knocked away by Boris, gets it up over to McCarthy. McCarthy has switched fields. He's now on the near sideline here. He's working his way. They double team him, and Knight takes out McCarthy. And you know, with the speed of McCarthy, you're going to see him go down quite a bit this year because you have no answer other than take him out of the play.
He's a stocky kid too. He's not really tall, but he's stocky. He's tough. He has good speed, and he's going to definitely improve. He's only a freshman, so he's got some time to improve. And he's going to find the back of the net many times before he's up.
Chazy setting up a set play. It's Barrier with a direct kick. Sends a high shot toward the net. Here come the Eagles. And nice play by Nieder to knock it out. And it's a handball against the Eagles. So it'll be a kick for the Hornets, and that was a nice feed by Barrier into that box. Nieder had to come out to fist that ball away, and it came onto the hands of one of the Eagles.
Restarts are always dangerous. A lot of goals, a large percentage of goals are scored off resets. 3 goals the other evening against Chazy and Canton. All 3 goals were scored off resets.
Yeah, well, tonight's championship game, or not the game before us, not the championship game, but Beatontown scored on a set play.
Yeah, it was a restart, and just a lot of goals are scored there.
Well, Chazy fighting for the ball here in PHS territory, and here comes Lauren. Lauren just outside the box, but good defensive play here by the Hornets. And it's Lauren trying to get the ball. He still has it. Ryan coming over to help out, and Lauren trying to work his way through there. And now comes over Barrier. Barrier with the ball, trying to fight for the ball. Now Boris comes over, so Boris has it. Nice swarming defense by PHS, but Chazy does a nice job hanging on to it. It's now cleared to the far sideline, giving chases the Hornets. The Hornets get to it. It's number 8, Botra. Botra sends it up over to midfield, and it's headed by Knight. And Knight gets it up over to Wyan. Wyan tries to do a through ball over to Kyle Knight, or actually it would be number 23, Jordan Knight, and it's picked up by Reynolds. Reynolds calmly surveys the field, now sends it into PHS territory, and it's controlled by the Hornets. Back to midfield to Knight. Knight now working his way, he's got some space. Hallie trying to stop him, he gets by Hallie. And now he gets by Tregan, he's in the box, near sideline here. Lets a shot go.
Oh,
what a play by Santor to knock it over the net.
That was a nice shot by Knight to get that shot off. He was off balance deep in the box just to get that shot on goal.
What an effort by number 13, Kyle Knight. And that ball was going upper left-hand corner.
Santor made a beautiful save to knock it over the crossbar.
Great individual effort by Knight. Super save by Santor. And we have a corner kick here for the Hornets. And setting up for it is it looks like number 9, Lattonville taking the kick. He sends it in the box. This is dangerous. And it's a free shot here, and the ball is kicked and deflected off the Chazy defender and outside the 18 now, but controlled by the Hornets. It is Voltra that takes a shot, and he just sends it off
Another
the
corner
foot
kick.
of Boris. So it'll be another corner kick here for the Hornets. So the Hornets are putting pressure on. The shots are 3 apiece, but the pressure by the Hornets, and you know what happens when you put pressure on. Potential goal. So Chazy's got to dodge this onslaught of momentum here by the Hornets. Here goes another cross, and Santor has it knocked away, or he knocks it away, and it goes outside the box. So Chazy does another job defending against that corner kick. And it's everywhere you look, there's like somebody with a black number there.
Here's another corner kick. I mean, Plattsburgh is quick to the ball this evening. They're doing a very good job getting to the ball.
Corner kick is far sideline right now. It looks like Lyon taking the kick here for the Hornets. He sends a nice feed into the box, and it's headed out by Lapierre. Now picked out by Lawrence, so Chazy trying to do a counterattack. And giving chase is Lapierre, far sideline. He'll try to work his way into the PHS territory, but it's knocked out of bounds by Lapierre, actually. It went off his foot, so it'll be a throw in here for the Hornets. Coming into the game right now for the Hornets is Seth Fout, as well as Nolan Rogers for the Eagles. And coming out is Kendrick Bukala for the Hornets. So it'll be a throw in. Actually, it's not a throw. I think he's giving him a kick. So I'm not sure.
There's been actually quite a few fouls in this.
No, it is a throw in. It is a throw in.
There's
Yeah.
still been quite a few fouls I've noticed.
Well, it's a physical game.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about it. And there's a kick here coming to the near sideline. Giving chase is Knight. Knight trying picked up by Boris. Boris gives him a little bit of space. Nice movement by Knight. Knight has it knocked away by Boris. And he gets a shot off the end line first. So it will be a goal kick for Chazy. Chazy's got to change the momentum, Joe. Right now it favors the Hornets.
Favors the Hornets. They've been down here nipping away. Just Chazy dodged a couple of bullets again. Both teams have done that, so it's been a really good game. There's been some fouls, some sloppy play at times, but it's been exciting.
Early season, and it was in PHS territory. It was Lauren coming down on the near sideline. It was knocked out by Ryan Lattenville, so it's a throw in here for the Eagles. And Tyler Boris will take the throw in here for the Eagles. He sends it down to the corner toward Lattenville. Lattenville gives chase, as well as Lauren. Lauren trying to come up with it. And it's Lauren doing a nice job, and it's knocked out of bounds, so it looks like the Eagles will now get a corner kick. They do.
This is our barrier, the sophomore barrier. And you need to let them happen. The varsity team.
It's third year in the varsity.
Yeah, but he's a sophomore, and that just shows the respect that these other players have for him.
Yeah.
To be a captain as a sophomore is something.
And it's Barrier with the kick here, corner kick near sideline. Nice feed inside the box. Ball just gets over the head of Howley, and giving chase is Rogers far sideline. Rogers fighting for the ball, trying to win it back, sends it into the box. Headed out, and now it's picked up by Reynolds, but he has it cleared out by Ryan. Deep in the Chazy territory, giving chase is Tregan. And Tregan has room, and he just kicks it out of bounds. And near sideline around midfield, they're throwing for the Hornets.
Yeah, he was looking more to start setting and reloading the offense, and he put a little bit too much weight on that pass.
Point with the throw in, and it goes near sideline, and it's nice by Tregan.
Call it out, yeah.
Yeah, said it was out of bounds, so it'll be a throw in here for the Hornets. They're about 3/4 of the way down near sideline. They're going right to left toward the Chazy net. And it's into the open field. Wyan has room, pushes it up over to Botra. Botra gets by Snide, pushes it up over. No, he hangs on to it. It's Botra with the ball now going near sideline, working his way to the 18. Pushes it back over to Conroy. Conroy gets a shot off, and it's deflected. There's another shot, and a shot goes over the net by Durham. And again, pressure by the Hornets.
Yeah, they're keeping it right on the Eagles. The Eagles are, keeping it out of the net so far, but just eventually they're going to crack that seal on them. I'm afraid for the Eagles. They're just kind of seems like they're a little tentative. They're a little stiff this evening. Of course, they're playing without Santor. It's Tregan's in there. Tregan's doing a decent job.
He's doing a good job tonight.
Yeah, he's doing a decent job, especially on night. He's not going to face that kind of speed in the MVAC.
That is some exceptional speed on the Knight brothers. I think they're brothers anyway. But nice speed on both of those. We're talking about the Knights. We're talking about number 23. It would be Jordan Knight, and then we have number 13, Kyle Knight. So the ball is in Chazy territory. It's controlled by Wyan. Wyan gets the ball. This is dangerous play. Here come the Hornets. And he scores. What a feed to Jordan Conroy. And Conroy out outside of his foot, puts the ball in the far corner. Santer did a nice job trying to save it, diving, but no chance on Jordan Conroy.
No, they were nipping around at the edge of the net for a while. It was just a matter of time before they put it back in the net. You could see that. You can almost see it like building, you know, and just Chazy couldn't keep it out. He did capitalize on a great shot by Conroy.
And 27 seconds in, PHS gets the first goal of the game on a beautiful goal by number 7, Jordan Conroy. So PHS leading Chazy 1-0. And Joe, you could see it coming. It was just a matter of time.
You can almost feel these things sometimes. If you watch enough soccer, it's like something's got to give. And unfortunately, it happened against the Eagles this time. You got to give PHS credit. They've been playing some great soccer. They've been getting the best of the Eagles pretty much this whole first half.
Well, like we said before the game, this team has made it to 2 Final Four appearances, and as well as Chazy. So it's a quality team out here in the Hornets, and a lot of familiar names from the last couple of years, and they're matured. They're a year older and playing very well. And right now it's the Hornets in Chazy territory. Good hustle by Benoit. And little collision there, no call, and it is Snide sends it up into PHS territory. It's headed back out by Esposito. Midfield near sideline, giving chase is Buck. Buck and Snide, he sends it up over to Lauren. And it goes off the foot of number 9, Lattonville. And the throw in here by Lauren. He gets it up over to Boris. Boris makes a nice move. He now sends it across the box. Headed, oh, nice head, and headed out of the open net by the Hornets. And out, PHS dodged the bullet there.
I'll tell you what, Chazy is good. They don't lay down after that first goal. They're going right back and trying to get the equalizer here right off before the half. We have 4 minutes left in this first half.
Jordan, go get it!
And Chazy did not put their heads down. They went right back.
Well, it looked like Kyle McCarthy just skied on that to head the ball. He did.
Corner kick finally.
Yeah, they get the corner kick, and it was going to the open net, and the defense for PHS headed out of that open net. So PHS dodges the bullet.
Yeah, they did.
So 3:40 here left in the first half. It's Barrier taking a kick on the near sideline here for the Eagles. He sends it across. Another ball going up his Lapeer, but it's headed out by Wyan. And it is Snide heading it toward the 18. Ball is in the air, just heading it back and forth. And now it finally gets to the ground, goes on the foot of Wyan. And now Barrier comes out, knocks it back over to Hallie. Hallie gets it over Lauren. Lauren into the 18. Lauren's got speed, but nice defensive play by Lattonville. Lauren and Lattonville fighting for that ball. And it is Lattonville with it. Lattonville wins that battle. He pushes it up over to number 8, Botra, who sends it to midfield, headed by Hallie over to Tregan. Tregan with the ball, pushes it to Hallie. Hallie comes all the way back over to Reynolds. Reynolds with a nice play. Gets the ball past Buck. He now sends it into PHS territory. Giving chase is Lauren and McCarthy. McCarthy's got the speed. McCarthy with the shot.
Yeah!
And scores! Kyle McCarthy rips a shot. Far post, far net. And this game is tied.
You know, you saw that setting up in the defense. Reynolds. You know, Nathan Reynolds set that up, gave him a long ball. And it was I'll tell you, I don't know who got the assist. Maybe Reynolds did.
I think it was Reynolds.
Off the defense coming back, he made a nice move on the guy coming down to check him, and he made a nice move, got the ball out, got it to McCarthy, and McCarthy made a beautiful shot on
Nathan Reynolds.
Yeah, Nathan Reynolds did a great
on the
job
defensive end
from the sweeper position, coming out, collecting the ball, and sending it up the line. And Chazy's got an equalizer. We have 2 goals here just within a couple of minutes of this before this half ends.
So this
30 seconds left.
So this game has picked up in excitement here.
You gotta like Chazy. You gotta like Chazy for not laying down after they could have put their heads down, but they came right back and they started attacking the Hornets, and it paid off for them.
Nice job. Ball's in PHS territory. Nice play by Lapeer, knocking it to midfield, but it's picked up by number 7, Conroy. Conroy switching fields, far sideline, and he's trying to get it onto the foot of number 17, Fout. And now it's picked up by Lapeer. Lapeer fighting for the ball, sidelines with Wyan, won by Wyan. He gets the ball out over to number 20, Fout again. Ball knocked out of bounds, thrown here for the Eagles. We're approaching a minute 40 here, and it actually went off the Eagles, so it's a throw in for the Hornets. Far sideline, deep into Chazy territory. We're tied at 1 here at the George Brendler Field. Ball comes into the play. goes off the end line, and it will be a corner kick here for the Hornets, far sideline. So PHS setting up for a corner kick, Joe.
Yeah, we have a minute 30 left, and if the Eagles can take a tie going into this first half, they can count their blessings, that's for sure.
Well, here comes a corner kick. Everybody's setting up defensively and offensively here. Both teams, nice feed inside the box.
Dangerous.
And dangerous play, and its ball's headed out of bounds by number 7, Conroy. Hunter Donnelly checking the game in for Chazy. Chazy will set up for the goal kick. Santor is in no rush to get this kickoff as we approach the 1 minute mark. And the shots favor the Hornets 5-4 here, and the corner kicks are 4-3. So it is Halley with the goal kick here for Chazy. And he hits a nice shot into PHS territory, and skying for the ball is Wyan. Nice header, goes off the back of a barrier, picked up by number 7, Conroy. Conroy goes near sideline, giving chase is Benoit. Good speed by Benoit. He's taken down by Boris. And it'll be a set play, and we know what set plays can happen. It's a direct kick outside the box on the near sideline. And setting up for it is Volta. 20 seconds to go here. Time is going down. Here goes Votra. He sends it in, and it's knocked away by Reynolds. He knocks it out of bounds. It'll be a corner kick. 8 seconds. They're gonna rush. 6 seconds. They're trying to get the kickoff.
No, he wasn't in the circle.
He wasn't in the circle. So this first half will come to the end, and Joe, it got exciting toward the end as we end the first half 1-1.
Yeah, it did, but I still, PHS controlled the majority of the play. They were looking good, quick to the ball. They scored first. The young Chazy Eagles, they came right back, and McCarthy had a beautiful shot from a long feed from Reynolds. And there's 2 freshmen right there hooking up. You know, freshman sweeper up to the freshman keeper, to the forward. You know that you see good things that are going to be happening. It's just nice to see.
And we have a nice vantage point where we're standing up here in the
it's
press
beautiful.
box, so it's great. Welcome back to the George Brendler Field. We're ready to start the second half. Plattsburgh High School in their black uniforms, white lettering. Chazy in their white uniforms, green lettering. This half, Chazy will be going from right to left. It'll be Plattsburgh High School from left to right. But they take the kickoff, they control it. It goes onto the foot of Botra. Botra goes to the near sideline here. Gets past, and picked up by number 22 for Chazy, and that would have been Nolan Rogers. He gets it to McCarthy. McCarthy working his way toward the 18, trying to find Moran. He chips it up, and now it's headed out by the PHS defense out to the foot of Botra. Botra gets it up over the Knight. Kyle Knight with the ball with some speed, burst of speed now in the Chazy territory past midfield. He's got the afterburners on now, and nice defensive play by Tregan to knock it away, and goes onto the foot of Boris. Boris chips it up far sideline, trying to find Brandon Moran. It goes out of bounds, and Ethan Botra will take the throw-in. No, he gives it up to Wyan. Wyan will take the throw-in. He gets it up over to number 14, Benoit. Benoit goes back over to Conroy out of bounds, and it will be a throw-in for Chazy. And the ball comes into Tregan, far sideline. He'll look to switch fields. He pushes it back to the sweeper position, and it goes on to Nathan Reynolds' foot. Now he'll send it into PHS territory, but it's headed back into Chazy territory by Botra, picked it up by Knight. Knight sends it out. Here comes Lapeer. Lapeer with the ball, battling Wyan. Wyan takes away from Lapeer over to Knight, back over to Wyan. Wyan sends it to the center of the field, and it's picked up by number 8, Botra. Botra sends it to the foot number 23, Jordan Knight. Knight with some nice speed, working his way to the 18. Good defensive play by Lapeer to knock it away from Knight. There'll be a corner kick here for the Hornets early in the second half, a minute and a half in, and we're going over here to the near sideline. Again, PHS is going from right to left, so it's the near sideline. Taking the corner kick here is Ethan Botra. Short kick. Gets it up over tonight, so PHS takes a play out of the playbook of the Hornet or the Eagles, and it's cleared opposite field. Giving chase for the Hornets is number 25 Crockett. It gets by him out of bounds, and it is Boris, far sideline with the throw-in. He's going down the line. He's trying to find McCarthy. And the ball goes free into the foot of Botra. Botra gets it over to Wyan. Wyan now will chip it in toward the 18. Stepping up is Lapeer. He gets it out over to Halley. Halley sends it up far sideline over to McCarthy. McCarthy with the ball, gets by the defense, and he knocks it out of bounds. And it'll be a throw-in for the Hornets.
Hornets are starting right off again, just like they did the end of the first half, going right back at the Chazy Eagles. The Chazy Eagles playing a lot of defense in this game.
And right now it's controlled by the Hornets far sideline. Knight with some nice speed trying to get by Tregan. Tregan does a nice job to knock it away up over to McCarthy. McCarthy trying to get the ball controlled by the Hornets. And it's knocked out of bounds, and it will go into the hands of the Eagles, and it's thrown by Boris, far sideline, that plays on the opposite end of the field from where we are. And a whistle blown, and it's a trip on the Hornets, so it'll be a kick here, a set play here for the Eagles. They're about 10 yards from the midfield, far sideline in their own territory. And it looks like Shea Halley is getting ready to take the kick here for the Eagles.
Central, right there. Chef, drop back near him.
Halley, nice hard kick, working its way to the center of the field. Knocked away by Barrier into Lauren's hands, and Lauren has it knocked away by number 8, Ethan Boltron. It's a corner kick here for the Eagles.
There's a chance, yeah. They gotta capitalize on every opportunity that they can. They had 3 opportunities in the first half. They capitalized on 1, and these corner kicks are always dangerous.
Come on, Reynolds.
Jordan Barrier for the corner kick here for the Eagles.
Jordan are up top
He
now.
sends it into the box, and nice defensive play by number 23, number 25, I should say. He gets it up to Knight. Here comes Knight, and he's got Tregan. If he can get by Tregan, he sends it to the open field. Coming off the line is Santor. It just got out of the reach of Benoit. So nice thought process for Knight to try to find number 14, Benoit.
DHS is doing a good job in their transition game coming from their defense. They have a lot of speed and they're using it wisely. They've gone right back on the attack from defense to offense, and they've caught the Eagles a couple of times.
Well, it was definitely a counterattack, and
they're doing really well in that transition game.
but Santor did a nice job coming off the line to get that ball. Ball comes into Barrier. He heads it up over to Halley. Halley will send it back to the center of the field. It's intercepted by the Jeff Hughes, and he sends it up over to Knight. Knight with the ball, sends it over to the near sideline, giving chase his foul. Foul is being picked up by Hunter Dominy, it looks like, or actually it's Rogers, Nolan Rogers. He has it knocked away. Lyon trying to pass it in the box, and here's number 7, Conroy. Sends it back over to Knight. Knight sends it into the box, knocked out by Halley. Chested by Lyon. Lyon gets a shot off. He gets a bullet of a shot off, but it's right at Santor. So nice hard shot by Drew Lyon.
DHS, they're nipping around on the goalkeeper again of Chazy, so they're getting too comfortable down the Chazy end.
And the far sideline, the ball's back into Chazy territory, and it goes onto the foot of Kyle Knight. He sends a shot all the way across the box. Given chase is Jordan Knight, he does get to it. He pushes it back over to Foul. Foul has room, gets it up over to Wine. Wine being challenged by Barrier. And there's a shot by the Hornets, and it one hops it. A nice shot by number 9, Lattonville. There's a short hop into the hands of Santor. Santor did a nice job to smother that ball.
But they've been shooting it right at Santor. He has been doing a good job of any rebounds.
Well, it seems as the night is carried on here, like some dew might be forming on the field. The players seem to be slipping a little bit.
The field is in beautiful condition.
Oh, it's in great shape.
It is really nicely done. Nice job.
Lauren looking to get a shot off. He gets in the box. Lauren with the shot, and he goes right into the hands of Niederer. But a nice play by Brandon Lauren, but Niederer is up to the task, and he does a counterattack. The far sideline, now the ball is into Chazy territory. And there's the speed of Knight. It's Jordan Knight working his way down, and he sends a deep shot over the net. And it will be a goal kick for Chazy, but boy, the speed of Knight is impressive over there.
He's been playing games for a couple of years now, and you can see why he's on speed and he's on that left side. He does a lot of nice things with the ball.
Well, Chazy will set up for the goal kick, and it's Nathan Reynolds to take the kick here for the Eagles. He sends a shot toward the midfield. It runs shy about 10 yards, and it's picked up by number 7, Conroy. Conroy with a nice play, gets it up over to Knight. Knight working his way to the 18, gets a shot off, and it goes wide right outside the box, and it'll be another goal kick for Chazy. We're at 32-47 here left in the second half. We're tied at 1. If you're just joining us, PHS scored first. Chazy got the equalizer late in the half. We're at the George Brendler Field in Chazy. kick by Halley. Working his way by Rogers, and nice defensive play by number 17, Fout, to head it up over to Conroy. Jordan Conroy with the ball being challenged by Barrier. He sends it down the line to Fout. Fout with the ball, trying to go back over to Conroy, but it goes onto the foot of Wyan. Wyan with the ball being hounded by Barrier. He gets it up over to Conroy, center of the field. He comes back over to Knight. So nice ball movement by the Hornets in the box, and it's Wyan gets the shot off. It goes over the head of, it looked like Kilcarry, far sideline, and now Chazy on the counterattack up to McCarthy. McCarthy trying to get to the ball, and they stop the clock, and it looks like there'll be a card on Conroy, is what it looks like. And they give a card to Jordan Conroy. And Jordan Conroy coming off for taking down McCarthy. And Jeff Dickerson saw it as a yellow card.
For a while, he's got the only goal he was having. He's got a couple of other chances too.
Halley sends the ball into PHS territory. It's a loose ball. Giving chase is Lauren, but a nice defensive play by Lattenville to knock it to the sideline, but taken away by Lauren. Lauren working his way down. He's got the speed. Lauren's working his way to the line. He's near the goal line. Being challenged by Wyan. It's a whistle blow, and it's knocked out of bounds. He takes it off Wyan, so it's a corner kick here for the Eagles. Far sideline. Chazy going from right to left. Ball, quick one into the box, headed by Halley. And Halley comes back to the defensive end and heads it over the goal. So it'll be a goal kick here for the Hornets. But Halley came in out of nowhere, got his head on it, but just over the net.
Yeah, but nobody was really set up for that for the Eagles. They kind of a hodgepodge, trying to get a quick one in there. And Coach McCullough is not happy, I don't think, with that. Didn't really take a chance. They're going to have to use everything to their advantage to try to get a goal here.
Well, Chazy or the PHS on the counterattack, it's Knight far sideline. He gets a roller out, and it's cleared out by Lapierre. Good job. He goes far sideline. Giving chase is Lauren. Lauren with the ball, working his way toward midfield, being challenged by Lattenville. He gets by Lattenville, but coming over to help out was Voltra. He knocks it out of bounds, throwing here for the Eagles. It will be Boers far sideline. Going down the line, trying to find number 7 for the Eagles, which would be Domini, who's into the game. Domini was taken down, so it'll be a set play, a kick here for the Eagles. They're about halfway down between midfield and the PHS goal line, far sideline. But it is a direct kick, and setting up for that would be Shea Halley. So this could be an interesting play here, Joe.
It's a Barrier.
Is it Barrier taking the kick?
Barrier normally takes these. You want Halley's height in the middle.
Barrier, and there's the ball headed. And the ball, nice play headed off of Tyler Boris, but coming up was Niederer with the save. He'll work his way to the 18. Nice punt into Chazy territory. Back there is Tregan. And here comes Knight. Tregan does a nice job just to one-time it back into PHS territory. It's picked up by number 11, Hughes. He sends it here to the near sideline over to Fout. Fout has it knocked away by Lapierre, trying to find Dominic. He's knocked off the ball by Wyan. Wyan pushes it back out to Hughes. Hughes with the ball, trying to get over to Voltra. He does. Voltra sends it up toward Knight. Gets by Knight into the foot of Reynolds. Reynolds sends it up near sideline over to Dominic over his head at midfield. Now it's picked up by Hughes. Hughes being challenged by Dominic. It's Hughes with the ball still, trying to work to the open field, knocked away by Barrier into the foot of Lauren. Lauren tries to one-time it over to Dominic, it goes onto the foot of Hughes. Hughes near sideline, goes down the near sideline into Chazy territory, out of bounds, so throw in for the Eagles. It will be Andrew Lapierre with the throw-in. We're at 29 minutes here left in the second half. We're tied at 1. It's midfield headed by Lauren off the foot over to Hughes, and Hughes knocks it out of bounds, so throw in for the Eagles. So the pace of the game is picking up, Joe.
Well, it's also starting out a lot like the first half. PHS putting a lot of pressure on the Eagles early in the half. Chazy avoiding any goals in the back of their net. Chazy bringing the ball down, getting a couple chances, getting a couple corner kicks. So it's kind of almost like a replay of the first half in a lot of ways.
Well, the ball goes out of bounds. It'll be a throw in here for the Hornets. And you have Conroy and McCarthy back in the game. It goes on the foot of McCarthy, trying to get it over to Lauren. And the ball's deflected off McCarthy on the bounce. Quick throw in here by Knight. And the referee stops play, backs him up about 10 yards. So Jordan Knight will try another throw in here. He gives it in over to Conroy. Conroy back to Knight. Knight sends it into Chazy territory off to the foot of Durham. Durham getting it up over to number 17, Fout. Fout has it knocked away by Lapierre. Good job, and it goes off the foot of number 23, Jordan Knight. So it's a throw-in for Chazy. Andrew Lapierre gets it in quickly over to Caleb Snide. He sends it back over to the sweeper, Nathan Reynolds. Reynolds will switch fields. He sends it up over to Tregan. Tregan with the ball now one-times it over to Boris, and it goes off the foot of Hughes.
They got to get quicker, you know. Chazy does. He's just a little slow. Big play right there by McCarthy on that side. He's playing big game here this season, McCarthy. Brandon Lawrence also. They've been playing very well up front. Very tough.
Doing a nice job. It goes out of bounds, far sideline, halfway in PHS territory. It'll be a throw-in for the Hornets. Checking in is Andrew Karenji, his first time into the game, and coming out is Seth Fout. Throw-in comes in. It's controlled by Voltra. Voltra with the ball does a nice move. Gets it up to midfield. Controlled by the Hornets, and here come the Hornets now. And it is number 25. It was Crockett. It was a hard shot. Goes wide of the net, and Knight took the shot. Yeah, Knight took the shot. Hard shot. Went wide, wide near side, looking where we are. And it's a goal kick, and it is Reynolds. Kicks the ball up toward midfield. And it goes over the head of everybody, and it's Lauren giving chase, but a nice shield by number 8, Voltra. He has it knocked away by Snide. Snide, it goes onto Lauren's foot. He has it knocked away, picked up by Wyan. Wyan controlling. Goes far sideline, pushes it out to the open space to Lattenville. Lattenville gets there. He has McCarthy giving chase. He gets by McCarthy, but he gets too far off his foot, out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in. A couple changes here coming in for PHS is Jordan Knight.
I think you're seeing Cody Two-Hill's varsity debut right here. Moved him up early. He's a sophomore. He's got some skill. He's a good athlete. Listen, he's one of the kind of kids. He's always in the right spot at the right time. Always been like that.
He knows his spot. He's doing a good job here in the open field. Knows his spot. Plays his position well. But right now it's controlled by the Hornets. Conroy working his way, gets in the foot of Wyan. Wyan works his way to the 18. Nice play by the defense of Chazy. There's a shot, a blind shot, and somehow Santor saw that nice shot by, it was number 27, Joe Toloski, who just checked into the game, had a nice shot there, Joe.
Reynolds got a nice defensive play in too, before that.
And right now the ball's back into Chazy territory. It's picked up by Halley. Halley goes down, and that goes into, it was Lapierre, picked up by Wyan. Wyan goes near sideline, giving chase is Lapierre. Reynolds gets to the ball, and now into the foot of Wyan. Wyan gets a shot off, and Santor comes off the line, and he gets the ball. So we have 24-33 here to go in the second half. We're still tied at 1.
Get up!
And Joe, we've had 3 overtime games that went 2-1, and this game's tied at 1. Could we see 4? I know we got a ways to go.
Well, sure you can. but it's I enjoy these kids playing this right now because it's been a pretty good game. I still got to give PHS the edge as far as possession goes and shots on goal. They're 9 shots to Chazy's 6. But Chazy's had a couple of chances too, but they you see some of the youth. Now we're going to find out what the you see the size and the speed of PHS. If they can keep that up, they're going to wear down this Eagles team in the second half.
Well, there's a kick at midfield by the Hornets in the Chazy territory. A nice job by Boris to head it out to the far sideline, but it's picked up by the Hornets. Boris giving chase, and with the ball is number 22. It looked like Bukala. Has it knocked out. Now checking into the game is Benoit. Throwing in. It's controlled by the Hornets. And it is Halley giving chase. Goes onto the foot of Voltra. Voltra, nice job trying to get it to Wyan, but it goes onto the foot of Lapierre. He gets Lauren at midfield. Chazy on the counterattack. It's Lauren pushing up over Snide. Snide trying to send it to McCarthy. McCarthy with some nice speed, but nice defensive play here by number 21 for Chazy or PHS. It's Hughes, I mean. And it's knocked into PHS territory. And
it's okay, Andrew. It's all right.
push on Lapierre.
That's not a bad foul.
No, because you had Toloski having a step on
It's not a
him.
bad foul, but that's it's a dangerous spot to do it. But it was not a bad foul because he was busted and just pushed him. Dangerous spot here for
Caringi with the direct kick sends a floater in there, and the ball was headed over the hands of Santor out of bounds.
Had that been on net,
That was a goal.
That was in.
Santor came off the line, and it was actually, did he get his hand on that? Because it's a corner kick. So he might have got his hand on
I
that.
think he did, but they were very fortunate to dodge out. Had that been on net, that was a goal.
Yeah, he was off the line quite a bit there. So it's a corner kick for the Hornets on the far sideline. They're going from left to right. So it's the far corner that they're taking the kick here. Nice feed in the box. Going up. Nice header by Halley, getting it outside the box. Giving chase is Voltra. He pushes it back to the PHS defense, sends it into the near sideline, and it is number 4, Cody Kuhil does a nice job getting to PHS territory, but stepping up is number 20, Esposito. He gives it up over to Voltra. Voltra with the ball, pushes it up over to Wyatt. Wyatt looking around, trying to find on the far sideline, was trying to find number 23, it looked like Jordan Knight, but it goes out of bounds, so it'll be picked up by Chazy. They get a quick throw in. It's at midfield. Out of bounds. It'll be another throw in here for Chazy. It'll be Boris. Boris over to McCarthy. McCarthy one times it, trying to find Lauren. Lauren with the ball, gets it back over to Snide. Snide has it knocked away. Giving chase is Conroy. Conroy with the ball, working his way near sideline, surveying the situation. Now chips it into Chazy territory. Giving chase is Caringi. And nice play by Nathan Reynolds to knock it out of bounds. So be it.
The bottom last year that played for Plattsburgh, he was a defender, really good defender.
It's
probably
probably. And the ball is headed out by Boris into the foot of the PHS player. Can pick up his number, and it's cleared out by Halley.
Chazy's still playing too much defense to keep in this game. With Plattsburgh, they're putting together some fine passes and they're working the ball really well. Chazy's playing a lot more defense than they really want to do.
Well, Hughes got thrown into Dunham, and they're fighting on the sideline. It goes off the PHS player, and it's Lapierre. Quick throw in over to number 3, McCarthy. McCarthy trying to find Lauren, but it's picked up here by the Hornets, and it's number 20, Esposito. Switches fields, goes all the way over to Lattonville. Lattonville one times it, and Treaton comes up, knocks it away into the foot of Snide. Snide a big boot, far sideline into PHS territory. Getting chase is Lauren. And the ball's knocked out of bounds. Good defensive play by Lattonville to disrupt the play and knock it out of bounds because there's good speed by Brandon Morin over there.
He's playing tough. He's freshman forwards for Chazy. They're showing me some guts. That's what you get right down
Here
there.
comes
They got some
Lauren.
guts.
Sends it across. Headed by McCarthy.
McCarthy.
Oh, what an opportunity.
That was
What an effort by Lauren to go down and send it across. Goalie came out. If that shot would have been on net, it would have been in.
It was a great cross, and McCarthy just missed it. But it just shows you. You're just talking about the guts that these young men are showing, and they're really they're bringing it out here tonight for Chazy. There's some fine things I can see in the future for these two.
Well, right now it's the Hornets in the favorite in the shot category, 9-7 about shot the Eagles. They lead in the corner kick category 6-5, but we're tied on the scoreboard 1-1. And Chazy just missed an opportunity there, and now here come the Hornets on a counterattack. Ball knocked into deep Chazy territory, headed by Reynolds up over to Tuhill. Tuhill sends it to midfield, and it goes off the head of Voltra onto the foot of Lauren. Lauren with his speed being challenged by Voltra as well as Knight. And it's Lauren sends it, crosses the field trying to find McCarthy, and it goes onto the foot of Dunham.
Good play by McCarthy right there. They'll step right in front. Hustling all over the field.
He has a lot of speed, and Lapierre sends it up over to Reynolds. Reynolds miskicks it, and now here's an opportunity for the Hornets. It is Kyle Knight into the box. He's gonna let a shot rip, and Chazy dodged a bullet there on the miscue from Reynolds. Jordan Knight took it into the box and let a shot rip that went wide of the net.
Just extra careful.
Lapierre will take the goal kick, sends it to midfield. It goes off the head of Wyan over to Voltra, over to Conroy to Knight. Now it goes onto the foot of Caleb Snide. Caleb Snide has it taken away by Voltra. Botra with Knight's a nice move to get by Snide. It's Botra. You can hear the crowd on the other side. They like that move. Here comes Knight. Tregan playing defense on him. And nice job by Tregan. And it's another corner kick. And LaRose is sending in Seth Fout. Dunham coming out of the game. Corner kick here for the Hornets. Far corner. Nice feed into the box. Everybody's going up. It's headed out of the box. And loose ball. Lauren giving chase. He's trying to get up to it, but so is Conroy. Conroy wins that battle. Conroy will now send a shot in. And the ball is headed by Fout. And LaRose brought Fout in for that purpose to use his head, and he just headed it wide left of the net.
PHS are just, you can see them, they're hungry, they're working the ball really well, they're quick to the ball, they're passing it well, they're putting together some nice series of passes, and Chazy's having a tough time answering it. You can see it, they've had a few chances this half, like I think 2 chances, 2 really solid quality chances, but PHS is they're looking strong this evening.
Well, it's 15:48 here left in the second half. We're tied at 1, and it's PHS controlling, but McCarthy steps up, takes the ball into over to Lauren on the far sideline. Lauren working his way toward midfield, trying to get into PHS territory. He's there now, pushes it to Snide. Snide will chip it up the far sideline, giving chases McCarthy, but it's knocked away by the defense of PHS. And coming up to the ball is can't pick up that number there. It looks like number 11, Hughes. He sends it into Chazy territory, and here comes Jordan Knight. Jordan Knight gets by Halley. Giving chase is Lapierre. There's the speed of Knight. Lapierre and Knight fighting for the ball. Nice play by Lapierre to shield it away from Knight, and does a nice job. Just knocks it out of bounds, disrupt the play. So good defensive play by Andrew Lapierre. There'll be a throw in for PHS deep into Chazy territory near sideline. Quick throw in. Ball comes into Wyan. Wyan looking to get a shot off. He does. Clears it into the box, and it's headed out by Boris outside the 18, picked up by number 7, Conroy. Conroy now working his way to the middle of the field, trying to get the pass inside the box, but it's intercepted by Barrier over to Boris. Boris over to Lauren. Lauren over to McCarthy. McCarthy now giving chase. And there goes McCarthy with his speed, but coming over to help out is Lattenville. Back over to Boris. And he has Knight on him over there. He gets a shot into Lauren. Lauren gets a shot. And Eder is there. A nice one-timer from Brandon Lauren. A nice feed from Tyler Boris.
Yeah, it was nice, but nice save by Eder on that.
Yeah, I don't think he was expecting the one-timer.
That was a great opportunity for the Eagles. That's what Chazy has to capitalize. They haven't had a lot of chances in the second half. PF shots, maybe 2-1 advantage by the possession that they had, but it was not that way in the scoreboard.
Well, the ball is in Chazy territory, and it's just cleared out of bounds by Barrier, far sideline at midfield. So it'll be a throw-in for the Hornets at midfield, far sideline. Giving chase is Lattenville. He picks up the ball. The ball comes into Chazy territory, and Botra sends it back to Wyan. And it's kind of loose right now, and it is Lorna taken out by Esposito, or actually Wyan, taken out by Wyan. So it's a kick here for the Eagles. Far sideline, it's a set play, but they're about 10 yards in their own territory.
We have about 13 minutes left, Joe, in the second half. We have a 1-1 score. Both goals were scored late in the first half. We're going to see what's going to go on here in the last 13 minutes.
Yeah. My guess is we're going to see one more goal before regulation's done here. Who's going to get it, I don't know. It can go either way. And it's living up to its billing as the top teams of the CVAC and MVAC going after each other. And the crowd, a good crowd tonight, is getting a nice display of soccer from both teams. And right now it's controlled by the Hornets. Conroy, or Knight, sends it into deep into Chazy territory, and it is Tregan just sends it out of bounds. And so it'll be a throw-in for the Hornets, far sideline about midway between midfield and the 18. And it's PHS controlling the ball, knocked away by the Chazy defense. And it is Conroy getting over to Knight. Ball's chipped away, and it's Lapierre heading the ball. Nice play by Lapierre, getting up to Lauren, but it's just out of his reach, picked up by Botra. Botra sends it up, and there is Rogers for Chazy. Rogers being challenged by 17 Fout. Nolan Rogers does a nice job trying to get to Lapierre, but goes under the foot of Botra. He hustles back, And now it's picked up by Lapeer. Lapeer chipping it up into PHS territory. Giving chase is number 20, Esposito. He does a nice job to send it back to the midfield, but it's headed by Barrier up to the line. And it is Lawrence trying to chip it back over to Rogers, out of bounds here midway here near sideline. It went off PHS somehow, and it's a throw in for Chazy. And Barrier has it knocked away into Knight's foot. And Knight gives it back over to Conroy. Conroy sends it up over to Votra. And now it's Snyder is taken down, no call. And here come the Hornets. And it's Wyan at midfield, given chase by Snide. Wyan sends it up over to the far side, over to Conroy. Conroy over to Votra. Votra over to Knight. Knight at midfield. Some nice ball movement here by the Hornets.
Good hustle by McCarthy.
Very nice hustle. And the ball comes to the near sideline. Giving chase is Rogers. Rogers has some nice speed. He's being challenged defensively by number 11, Hughes. He gets it up over to Lauren. Lauren trying to get a shot off. Lauren, he fans on the shot. He had the opportunity just outside the box, but he fanned on it. And now here comes the counterattack by the Hornets, and it's Knight with some open space here into Chazy territory. Halley comes over to help out, goes onto the foot of Wyan. Wyan now working his way. It goes back over to Knight at the 18. Nice defensive play by Reynolds, and Knight and Reynolds. And
Knight took Reynolds down.
He did, yeah. And Dixon coming over.
Some more yellows flying.
I think he's giving a warning, I think.
I don't know. Because Knight took Reynolds down pretty good. Yeah, he's going to take him off the field here.
That's not a red card, is it?
I don't think it's a red.
He's going to give a yellow, I think.
A little bit after the fact kind of business that was going on.
Well, he took him down hard.
Yeah. But it's heat of the game. It happens sometimes.
Not happy with that play by Knight. Get a yellow card deep into the game. And it's kicked by Halley. And the ball's headed up by the defense, Botra. And it's a loose ball, won by Lauren. Lauren with the ball goes near sideline over to Rogers. Rogers has some room, but given chase is number 17, Fout. And he takes it away. Nice play by Fout. Sends it up to midfield. It goes off the foot of Lapeer, so it'll be a throw-in for the Hornets. And it looks like number 23, Jordan Knight, will take the throw-in here for the Hornets. We have a substitution coming in. We have Karinji coming into the game, and we have Fout coming out of the game. There's the throw-in, headed by Lapeer. Nice head by Knight, and it's to the center of the field in Chazy territory, picked up by Conroy. Conroy has some room, pushes it up over to Wyan, and nice job by Barry to get the ball over to McCarthy. McCarthy trying to clear it up. It goes off the foot of Botra, so it'll be a throw-in for Chazy far sideline.
It's a good play by McCarthy to let his teammates get up a little bit. The PHS defense was back there pretty solid on it. And he had like a 2-1-5.
Well, McCarthy is playing above his years, that's for sure. He's only a freshman. And the ball's knocked out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in here for PHS. And it's headed by the Eagles, and it goes onto the foot of Conroy. Conroy has some room into Chazy territory, and it goes on the foot of Knight. Knight has it knocked off Lapeer, and it is controlled by Knight. Knight with the ball, has it taken away by Halley, and it'll be a push by Halley from behind. Push on Halley, so just inside Chazy territory here, about midfield, near us on the near sideline.
Come on, turn!
It is Botra ready to take the kick here. We have 8 minutes and 13 seconds left in the second half. A nice kick toward the 18. There's a loose ball and cleared out by Tregan. So it'll be a throw-in for the Hornets far sideline. And Benoit is coming off the field right now on that switch. And it's cleared out by Tregan again. So another throw in here for the Hornets. 7.5 minutes to go. And there's a shot going to the far sideline, and it will be a corner kick. They give it a corner kick, so they said it went off the head of Rogers. So it'll be a corner kick here for the Hornets, and it's number 7, Conroy, taking the kick. It looks like they're setting for a short kick.
Austin Rogers is doing a good job out there.
Looks like a yellow card's coming here.
So I said, so let me get this straight. I said it's in his back, and you give me a card for it. No,
Coach McCullough's going to get his first yellow card of the season, it looks like.
I don't think that was worth a yellow card, but
Well,
I've had two in like
you know, it's
7 years.
it's early in the season, and you've got young teams. This team knows that he's going to have their back. You know,
here's a corner, and it's a goal kick. It went over the end line, so Conroy got it up there, but it went over the end line, so it'll be and maybe he giving the call back so Chazy can get the goal kick. I don't know. It's
I don't think it was a good back. I don't think they teach on the effing school.
we're at midfield, and it's controlled by the Hornets. And here they come. It's number 26, Karinji. Has it knocked away by Lapierre. Lapierre does a nice job, but it goes on the foot of Hughes. He has it knocked away. It's picked up by Rogers. Rogers with the ball, gets it over to Lapierre. Lapierre gets it into PHS territory to Lauren's foot. Lauren has some room, but being challenged. Has it knocked away by number 7, Conroy. He gets it up over to number 6 for Chazy, which have been snide, and he just sends a kick up that goes easily in the hands of Niederer. He'll punt the ball toward midfield, and it's one-timed over to Conroy, and it's controlled by Conroy. Nice play by Conroy getting over the night, and PHS having an opportunity, but coming over to Boris's help, and Boris does a nice job to clear it out of bounds. So good defensive play by Tyler Boris. And it'll be a throw-in for the Hornets. Checking back into the game is Benoit. Well, if you're a soccer fan and you've had any chance to enter these games, you've seen some good soccer here the last 48 hours. The first 2 games were Thursday night, and then, of course, 2 games today. And 3 of the 4 games have gone to overtime. And this one here is, we aren't there, but there's only 5.5 minutes left, and we're tied at 1. And it's a corner kick here for the Hornets. They're going from right to left.
Chazy can't get careless here. They're going to play above their years. These freshmen and sophomores are going to have to step up right here in the last couple minutes of the game. You know, too many times you see the youth play into it, and hopefully they can rise above that right now because PHS has been having pretty much the whole of their way with the Eagles.
Well, here goes the corner kick, and it's into the box. And, oh, wow, that ball was just headed. It's...
Number 7.
Is that Conroy? Yeah, Conroy. I mean, he just missed that far
He
post.
almost got his second goal of the game. That would have probably been the game winner right there.
And
2 seconds left.
Chazy dodged the bullet on that one. And it will be Andrew Lapierre taking the goal kick here for the Eagles. He sends it up, and it's controlled by Conroy, who just got his head on that ball. Conroy with good speed does a nice job. Gets by 1, 2, 3 defenders. Now into, oh, here's another feed, and it's Conroy offsides. Offsides. He scored on that, but it was offsides.
Yeah.
But what an effort.
I'll tell you what, Conroy was, he tried to take the game right over the
Hey, I told you gotta win something in the middle here.
Well, that's senior leadership by Jordan Conroy because he just took it himself in there.
Played a great game. He and Wine in the middle. They've controlled this midfield.
Jordan, what are we looking at?
Ryan hangs it up, and it goes onto Boris. And Boris has the ball, trying to get it to Snide. Boris will take it up himself. Nice play by Boris. Trying to get it up, but Ryan comes over, and Boris takes Ryan down. So foul.
Another yellow card. We've got a lot of colors flying this evening, folks. A lot of colors. I don't think I've ever seen a Chazy team take 3 yellow cards in one game. That was kind of a...
Brendler with the kick. Ball headed into the box, and cleared out by the defense of Chazy. Stepping up, the ball kicked back in toward the box. And here's Vautra again. And nice play by Lapierre to stop that ball and to clear it out. He goes far side of the field, giving chase is number 7 for the Dominic. Fighting hard for that ball, goes out of bounds. He gets a throw in real quick. And it's onto the foot of McCarthy. Actually, was trying to get it to McCarthy, and it's picked up by number 8, Vautra. Vautra gets it to Wyan. Wyan working his way in the Chazy territory, goes to Knight, far sideline. 23 Knight chips it in toward the net, and that is dangerous, and it's cleared out by Halley. Giving chase is McCarthy, as well as number 11, Hughes. Hughes wins that battle. And Dominic giving chase to Hughes. Hughes still with the ball. And now picked up by McCarthy. McCarthy goes center of the field over to Snide. Snide kicks it out of bounds. And I think they should have came down the line instead of going back to the middle of the field just outside the 18.
Yeah, too much pressure. You got to try to get it kind of least resistance or put it over the top. You know, it's opponent's getting another throw. Maybe 2 minutes and 20 seconds left.
And the shots favor the Hornets 10-8. They've controlled the possession game today for sure, but we're tied at 1. And the fans are being treated to a wonderful game here at the George Brendler Field. There's a shot toward the box, and it was headed by Botra, picked up by Santor coming off the line. And coach is telling him to let the players get up there before he punts it. And he does now. Ball headed by McCarthy goes into the foot of Lapierre. Lapierre gets it into PHS territory. It goes over the foot of Hughes. Giving chases McCarthy. But Hughes recovers well to midfield. Lapierre has it knocked away by Knight. Knight controls. Sends it back over to number 8, Botra. Botra gets it to Wyan. Wyan with the ball goes to the open field far side over to Lattenville. Lattenville now working his way to midfield, being challenged by Caleb Snide. And it is Dominic getting the ball up to midfield. And it is Lapierre pushing it up to McCarthy. McCarthy chipping up. Here comes Lauren, but off the line comes Niederer. And it's a good thing Niederer came off the line because Brandon Lauren was there.
Yeah, they had a couple passes at there. We got just about a minute left there in this game. We're going into overtime. Eagles would like to get it. They both would like to get this right now. They're both kind of tired. But the PHS, they still have nice speed. You can see them playing. The Chazy right now is playing the ball up in the middle of the field. Andrew Lapierre's playing a good game for the Eagles. Andrew Lapierre's playing very well this season.
And he called a push on Lapierre on the near sideline here. And it is Botra taking the kick. Nice deep kick going toward the 18. Ball headed out by the defense of Chazy. Now here's Chazy on the counterattack. Lauren pushing up, trying to find McCarthy. McCarthy trying to play a mistake. And nice defensive play with Esposito. It was just a collision.
I don't think there was much defense. He was just kind
a collision.
Well, and we're gonna have more fouls here. Yeah, 3 seconds left. Let's see what the refs are going to call this time.
And they're going to give McCarthy a second yellow.
He saw that from the other side of the field.
McCarthy's out of the game, so they're going to play shorthanded now.
Dickerson saw that from the other side of the field, right?
Get out of bounds nice and easy.
And Rob McAuliffe is talking to the referee, trying to understand what that call
Send out of
was.
bounds, kill the clock. Give a team a chance.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that call. I have to.
Playing shorthanded, one player, and we have gone to overtime. So an exciting championship game here at the George Brendler Field.
Let's get back to the game.
Well, PHS will be going from right to left, Chazy from left to right, and PHS takes the kickoff, and it goes into the foot of Botra over to Knight. Kyle Knight with the ball has it knocked off by Boris, and it goes onto the foot of Conroy. Conroy with the ball, they're still in their own territory, goes over to Botra. Botra working his way towards midfield, gets it up over to Conroy. Conroy pushes it up over to Hughes. Hughes working the far sideline, gets into Chazy territory now into Drew Wyan's foot. Wyan with the ball has it knocked out of bounds. He gets a throw and he gets it into Conroy. Conroy with the ball pushes it back into his defensive player's foot, which would be Kilcarry. Kilcarry has it knocked away, and here goes Lauren. Lauren trying to get by the defense, and nice play by Kilcarry to knock the ball away.
It's not Kilcarry.
It's number 20, okay, Esposito. I don't have my glasses on, Joe. So it is 20. Number 20, Esposito actually did a wonderful job.
He did a great job.
And he would have if he'd had the space, but nice defensive play by Esposito. And the ball is at midfield, controlled by the Eagles. They are Nolan Rogers, and he was taken down, and it is a trip called on the Hornets far side. So it will be a kick here for the Eagles. Looks like Nolan Rogers taking the kick here for the Eagles.
Coach LaRose and Coach McCullough for collaborating, working the refs this evening.
And it's going to be a re-kick, so I'm not sure if they didn't wait for the whistle. But it's Number 22, Nolan Rogers, taking the kick here. Actually, he now gets a throw in, so I'm not sure what's going on over there, but it's a throw in, and it's now controlled by the Hornets at midfield. Giving chase is Rogers. Rogers controlling. He sends it up to center of the field, and it's picked up by Wyan. Wyan with the ball has it knocked away by Boris. Running over is Lauren. Lauren now being challenged by Knight. Knight wins that battle. He's in the Chazy territory, pushes it to Wyan. Wyan now goes through, and it goes through the defense, and there's Reynolds, and Reynolds will just kick it out of bounds here on the near sideline. So it'll be PHS with a throw-in. The throw-in is Lattenville. He gives it up over to Benoit. Benoit has it knocked away, and again, Snide kicks it out of bounds, so it's up to Knight. Knight will take the throw-in. So it's Kyle Knight who goes down the line, headed by Boris. And they said push on Benoit. That was an opportunity here for Chazy with a direct kick here, deep in the territory, but gives a chance for the offense to set up. And it's Hallie. Hallie sends it into PHS territory, and the ball goes off the head of Wyan, and it looks like it'll work its way out of bounds. It should be a Chazy throw-in. And it is, so coming over. There is a drop ball
I don't see many of these.
between Tregan and Knight.
I thought he was going to throw another yellow card.
Yeah, they both collided and fell.
Because that was very similar to the McCarthy second yellow card.
And Barrier trying to get the ball over to Lauren. It goes off of Botrov's foot, so throw in for the Eagles. Boris, illegal throw in. Illegal throw in on Boris. That was a good call. He gets it up over to Conroy. Conroy pushes it to the middle field, and nice play by Snide. He chips it in. There goes Lauren giving chase, but too far ahead of him, and it goes onto the hands of Niederer. He picks it up, works his way to the 18-yard line. He'll punt it toward midfield, and nice play by both Conroy to one-time it into Chazy territory onto the foot of Jordan Knight. Knight trying to find Kyle, goes to Tregan. Tregan gets it up over to Barrier. Barrier with some room now sends it up over to Rogers. Or number 7, who is that for the Domini? Hunter Domini just got by him, goes into the goalie's hand, Niederer. He punts it again toward midfield. And giving chase is Rogers over there on the far sideline. He has it knocked away, picked up by Conroy. Conroy with some room being challenged by Repeater. Conroy stops the ball, he still hangs on to it. Now he sends it up over to Botra. Botra one times it to Ryan. Ryan sends it back over to number 7, Conroy. Conroy just outside the box, has it knocked away by Hallie onto the foot of Lauren. Lauren's got some open space. He's working his way into PHS territory. Now tries to find Dominic. Dominic giving chase as well as Hughes on the far sideline. Hughes wins that battle. Hughes has some room on the far sideline. He pushes it up to midfield. Controlled by the Hornets. Here come the Hornets into Chazy territory. And the ball comes back over to Wyan. Wyan at midfield now, center of the field. Pushes a nice little pass over to Conroy. Conroy looking to get a shot off and has it knocked away. Goes onto the foot of Conroy. Conroy back over to Botra. And it's in the open space, and coming over is number 9, Lattenville. Lattenville with the ball being chased by Lauren. In Chazy territory, going deep in Chazy territory now on the near sideline, and Lauren does a nice job pushing away from Lattenville. And he just sends it right up, but it goes off the head of Botra, who heads it up over to Conroy. Goes on the foot of Wyan. Wyan gets a shot off. Goes wide right.
That was about a 35-yard shot from Wyan. He didn't even run up on it. He
let it rip.
Ball. I tell you what, I just showed the power of Wyan. He is a strong young man.
Well, Andrew Rabideau is into the game for the first time, and Hunter Domini coming out. So coming into overtime against PHS, nice way to break your way into the varsity level here for Andrew Rabideau.
The freshman Andrew Rabideau, he's got some good speed. Dude. He's got decent wheels.
Andrew's a junior.
He's junior this year.
Yeah.
Okay, he's got some good wheels. I think this is his debut here on the varsity team.
Yes, it is, and what a game to come into. It's 3 minutes and 40 seconds here left in the first sudden death overtime. We're tied at 1 here at the George Brendler Field. This championship game of the Chazy preseason tournament. And it is Treating with the throw in. Comes the near sideline. And Lauren trying to get to the ball. And it's shielded by number 9 for PHS, Lattenville.
I don't think he was happy with the non-call from official Dickerson.
So Lauren gets a yellow card. So he's out. So into the game is Dominic. Game. And the ball is kept in here. We're near sideline. PHS
Job,
controlling
Roy.
deep in Chazy territory. And Tregan does a nice job
Jordan!
out of bounds.
Jordan's got the
For
throw!
the Hornets.
Jordan's got the throw!
For the Hornets.
Throw the throw!
He sends it back over to Lattonville. Lattonville sends a shot in toward the net, and it's headed out by Halley. Over to Donnie. Donnie heads it over to Boris to the sideline. Boris sends it up toward midfield. Give and chase. Here comes Tyler Boris. And we've said this before. Boris has deceptive speed. Sends it up. Coming off the line is Needler. And Andrew Rabideau was going in on that ball. So nice play by the goalie to come off the line, Joe.
Yeah, Boris think there showed some good speed that he had. He got the ball in, went right back after him, got it. So it's showed some speed, good speed from the senior. He's going to have to step it up with this young team that he has. He's going to have to show some good leadership.
And nice play by Conroy. He's called for a foul.
I don't know about that one either, you know?
Yeah. This is high school, right?
Yeah, he got the ball. You know, I mean, Rogers went down, but it was a pretty good tackle.
This is a high school game. It's not modified.
Yeah, you gotta let the kids play a little bit and use some judgment.
Well, Chazy will have the call favored Chazy. So here's the kick toward the 18. That's going to work its way just barely into the 18. And it's nice clear out by number 20, Esposito for PHS. It'll be throwing for Chazy, far sideline, deep into PHS territory. We're at minute 35 here. Left in the first sudden death overtime here at the George Brendler Field. We're tied at 1. Here comes a big throw-in from Halley. And how often do you see many illegal throw-ins? And we've seen a few of those tonight.
Early in the season,
Yeah.
these things happen, but these teams should be.
Pat.
Yeah, they should have that. They should have that down usually by the age of 10 normally. But they're having a tougher time. I think nerves. I'm sure nerves are playing.
Well, the ball can be slippery too.
Oh, the ball is slippery, no doubt.
So the ball is at midfield. It's controlled by Ryan. And the give and chase is dominating, or Rabideau, and the ball goes on to the foot of 13, Kyle Knight. Knight being challenged by Boris.
Good defense.
Nice play by Boris. Good play by Boris. Goes the open field over to number 7, Dominy.
Just missed it.
And Dominy tried to get it over to Rabideau. Quick throw in, and then it's Boris with the kick going in over the head of Rabideau.
Rabideau just missed that one.
He just missed that.
Halley's
And
gonna
Halley's
let
going to let one rip. Halley Hallitzer lets it rip, and it goes right into the bounce about 3 times pretty hard into Niederer's hands, and he'll work his way to the 18. And he punts the ball to midfield, and it goes off the head of Jordan Knight over to Boris. 6 seconds to go. And we will be working our way into the second overtime here. So the first 10 minutes have come and gone here, Joe, at the Chazy preseason soccer championship tournament, and we're still tied at 1.
Hey, we'll take this game. It's been a great one, back and forth, controversial calls. We've had a mixture of everything here in this game.
We sure
Seemed that way with the shots on goal. They're rather even. PHS has a couple more shots on goal, but it just seems like PHS has controlled the midfield. They've done well. Conroy, Wyand,
Botra.
They've done a nice job. Kyle Knight, they've done a good job. I got to give PHS. They have speed. They have size. They have some skill. But Chazy, they're hanging in.
Well, you can definitely see the upperclassmen for PHS. I mean, you got seniors and juniors out there doing a wonderful job. And like you say, Chazy can be very proud of what they've accomplished so far. The game's far from done. Now, what happens if they get to the second 10?
I think they go to penalty kicks.
Well, that would definitely add to the drama.
Oh, without a doubt. Then it's anybody's game. Yeah.
Well, we've started the second half here, and the Chazy is controlling the ball possession-wise. They're pushing it around. It's controlled right now by number 22 for Chazy, which is Rogers. And now it's taken away. Now it's controlled by Conroy. He's in Chazy territory. Gets it over to Knight. And Kyle Knight has it knocked away by Caleb Snide. Snide sends it into PHS territory and give and chase. And boy, nice hustle.
Good job by Rabideau.
Rabideau did
nice
a
ball.
nice job. Gets it back over to Rogers. And now midfield, Ryan with the ball. And one thing I also is pretty good is the conditioning of both these teams, because they've been playing hard for 2 halves of soccer and a 10-minute overtime so far.
It's early in the season. You don't see anybody out there resting or down bending over their hands and their hips or anything.
No, not at all. And that would be a foul on Jordan Knight. He goes over Andrew Lapierre, so Chazy will get a free kick here in their own territory. It's Halley ready to set up here. He sends the ball into PHS territory, goes over the head of barrier. Giving chase is number 24, Lauren. Lauren working his way in the box, gets a shot off. It goes wide right, and it is a goal kick. So it was a kicker shot. They want a corner kick.
I believe that was a.
You gotta be in the play.
Okay.
So they call it a goal kick. Chazy thought they had a
I
corner.
thought Chazy had a corner out that also.
Thought it was a deflection. Coach McAuliffe is not happy, but he's got to, with one yellow card, he's got to kind of tone it down a little bit. Not that he was that bad anyway, but you got one, so you got to be careful. And Snide and Chazy playing really hard right now.
So he's
And number 22, Rogers, sends it crossfield over to Boris. Boris giving chase as well as Knight.
Justin, get it wide.
So he shows a good maturity.
And Boris thought he had the throw in, but Knight took the ball away. It's PHS throw in. So Knight gets it into Chazy territory off the leg of Conroy. Conroy working his way far sideline. And it's Conroy and Tregan giving chase. And nice foul on Tregan, though.
Yeah,
Thank you. Appreciate that.
this is dangerous right here. That just shows the speed of Conroy, though. I mean, Conroy just
Oh, yeah.
got blazing speed.
Because he was getting by Tregan there. And actually, that was a good foul on Tregan. It's a set play. It's dangerous, but it could have been a lot more dangerous if he got by him.
He was walking right in.
We're approaching the 7-minute mark here. And the shot goes in far post. And it just goes off the foot of Fout, wide of the net. And so nice feed, but it goes off the end line. So it'll be a goal kick here for Chazy as we hit the 7-minute mark here. Left in the second sudden death overtime at the George Brendler Field, this Chazy preseason soccer tournament. And it's Knight trying to get it up over to number 14, Benoit. Now about third in Chazy territory, and here come the Eagles. And Niederer came right out because Rabbit was giving chase, and he came outside the box to knock that out of bounds.
I'll tell you what, Chazy's been playing better in these overtimes than they had been.
They picked that up.
They have. They've been playing better in these overtimes. And good to see. They're not laying back.
Not at all. And Tregan gets the ball in, but it's controlled by the Hornets. And nice play, and here they come. Here's Knight. Kyle Knight sends it off to the wing over to Benoit. Benoit gets a shot off, and giving chase is a nice play by Santor to knock the ball away from Wyan. So it'll be a goal, or not a goal kick, a throw in. Deep into Chazy territory, quick throw in. The ball comes into Conroy. Conroy being challenged by Snide. The ball goes back over to Wyan. Wyan being challenged by number 22 for Chazy, Nolan Rogers. He knocks it out of bounds, so now it's a corner kick favoring the Hornets. And they lead 12-9 in that category, so a lot of corner kicks in this championship game, too, for both teams.
We're excited. We got 5 minutes and 40 seconds left. And
All the way, White, come on!
good chance for PHS.
There's a shot across the box. There's a header over the top of the net.
He had Santor beat on that one.
Wow.
He had Santor. He's gonna remember that one.
That was Conroy, I think.
Yeah.
It was. Conroy got his head on that. That just went over the crossbar.
Tell you what,
So Chazy dodged the bullet there.
he was Conroy could have picked that corner, but he just went over the crossbar. But Santor was beat on that play.
Halley setting it up toward midfield, and it goes into Barrier's foot. Barrier has it knocked away by who else but Conroy. Here comes Conroy over to Wyan. And Halley kind of does a slide there, knocks it away, and now it goes into the foot of Rogers, and a push called on PHS. So Chazy will get the kick here. Quick kick by Halley into PHS territory. Goes over the head of Rabideau onto the foot of Snide, now knocked away. Picked up by Conroy. He pushes it off over to Votra. Votra with the ball being challenged by Rabideau. Votra trying to get into Chazy territory. He does. He sends it on the foot of Benoit. Benoit switches fields. He goes far sideline trying to find Wyan. And Boris and Wyan fighting for the ball. And now it comes to the top of the 18, and it is Conroy. Has it knocked away. Giving chase is Lapierre. And nice play by number 17, Fout. Yeah, Rogers took him down, but nice play on Fout to take the ball away from Lapierre. And they're going to get a set play here just 15 yards outside the box here on the near sideline. Deep into Chazy territory. 3:50 to go. Coach McCullough telling the players to mark up. There goes the kick. And it's kind of a loose ball, and it's going to be a corner. Knocked out by the Chazy defense. So this is the 14th corner kick here for PHS.
Normally you get 14 corners, you're going to convert on one of them.
Good
Now
thing.
that's
Chazy's got 9. And here goes the kick. It's outside the box, going up for it, and it's kind of a loose ball, anybody's ball. Headed by Snide. Or to Rabideau. Rabideau does a nice job hustling for it, but it goes off his foot onto Kyle Knight's foot. Knight has the ball being challenged on the far sideline by Boris. Boris gets it up over to Lauren. Lauren does a nice job to get away from Kyle Knight. Sends it up over to Barrier. Barrier with the ball around midfield, but it's knocked away out of bounds by the PHS defender, so it'll be a throw-in for Chazy. And he'll give it up over to John Tregan. He'll take the throw-in here for Chazy. He gets it up to midfield, and it goes on to the foot of Snide. Snide sends it up, and Niederer comes out. And Coach LaRose knows Chazy has a lot of speed up front. He has a goalie playing out, and it's a good thing because he's coming out stopping the speed of the Chazy players as he comes out to get those balls, on those through balls.
just be careful that you come out too far.
You can get bumped in that too. And it is number 14, Benoit, on the far sideline in Chazy territory. Coming over is Boris. He has it knocked down by Knight. Kyle Knight with the ball. We're approaching 2 minutes. It's going toward the goalie, and Santor will come out and gets the ball. He just kind of waited for Fout to make his move, and he gets the ball. We're at the 2 minute mark here. 2 minutes left in the second 10-minute sudden death overtime here in Chazy. Ball punted into Chazy or PHS territory. Lauren with the ball, trying to work his way through, and now it's Caleb Snide. He's awesome.
Snide wants to take this game over here.
Snide, but I'll tell you what, some nice defensive play by Fout. And foul called on Snide, grabbing the shirt of Fout, so it'll be a kick for the Hornets. Wine takes the kick, goes toward midfield. Barrier has it knocked up, hits Conroy in the face. It was just a deflection.
Yeah, gee. He's up though. He took that one pretty good.
He took it good. But senior leadership, Jordan Conroy is getting ready back on his feet.
He doesn't want any. He doesn't need a pity party. He wants to play.
He's got a little stinger there, but he's up. He's fine.
Smarts, don't you think it better? Good boy.
Yeah, that smarted him all right. Minute 27 to be exact, and it's a kick here for Botra. Ethan Botra taking a kick for the Hornets. He sends it into Chazy territory, off the head of Lapierre. And coming off the box is Santor, and he gets to the ball just before Benoit. And so Chazy did a good job defensively to stop Benoit from getting that shot off. Ball punted toward midfield, gets by Boris onto Knight's foot. And Boris does a nice job to contain him. And Knight gets the ball up, and it comes onto the foot of Halley. Halley sends it up far sideline trying to find Lauren. And it's knocked away by number 9, Lattenville. Lattenville gets it up to the center of the field over to Knight. And it goes out of bounds far sidelines. And this will be another yellow. Tyler Boris gets a yellow card.
It's his second one, isn't it?
Is that his second? I've lost count.
I don't know.
I usually don't keep a statistic,
I'll tell you what,
a statistic for a yellow card.
It's just kind of.
And what he called him for trying to take a throw in when it was PHS's ball.
Yeah. But we begin. Some more controversy.
Yeah, we're trying to listen and hear what's
It's
going
just
on down below.
It's just controversy that could probably be avoided, I think.
Kind of dumbfounded here tonight. It is kind of comical.
Well, what are you going to say?
They got the whistle.
I'm doing junior varsity now. I can't say a whole lot against the refs.
It's a throw with 45 seconds here left to go in the second overtime. I was hearing Coach LaRose telling Coach McCullough, if this game ends, let's just be co-champions.
You know, yeah, it's just.
I'm not sure what they're going to do, but it's Lapeer. 30 seconds to go, and he does a nice job getting over to Snide. Snide over to Halley. All headed up around midfield. They're both all fighting for it. Chazy trying to gain control. And it's number 13 for Chazy, Lavelle into the game.
Lavelle making his debut out here.
So we have 14 seconds here left in the second sudden death overtime. So we aren't sure what's going to happen as far as if they're going to be co-champions.
We're not sure what happened here with some of these yellow cards. I'll tell you what.
Well, Chazy's leading in that category tonight.
So heavy margin.
The whistle has been blown. So the second overtime has come to an end. We don't know what they're doing here. So you're listening to Hometown Radio, WIROY. We'll be back in 30 seconds, and hopefully we'll have an answer for you. Shooting will take left of us, or from where we are in the booth. So Santor is working his way to the net. And the first shooter coming up is, big surprise, Jordan Conroy for PHS.
What a game. I'll tell you what a game the young man has played for PHS.
If you're giving an all-star out, he would be one of them.
He would have to be probably the star for PHS. Chazy, they've had a good mixture. McCarthy had a good game till the second yellow card. But Andrew Lapeer played a good game. There you go. Yeah, he buried that.
I'm not sure why Santor's jumping around like he is. I mean, he's got to plant himself and just guess.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it is.
And Conroy easily stuck it in.
We got the freshman stepping up for Chazy, the freshman sweeper, Nathan Reynolds. He's going to take the first shot for the Eagles here. For Nieder is going to be, see how Nieder handles this. Now Nieder, he's a senior this year?
He is a senior.
So he's a senior. You have a senior keeper and a freshman shooter, so...
This will be interesting.
I'll tell you what, Nathan Reynolds has a smooth shot. I've watched him practice these the last few years at the youth level. He's usually pretty smooth, so we'll see if he can handle a little pressure.
And Granos.
No, right off the
Niederer dove to his right, and Granos had him beat left side, but hit the post.
He had him beat.
And no go.
No. Reynolds wants that one back.
Once I saw Niederer dive to the right, I thought he had it, and he
did have it.
Hit the goalpost.
He did have it.
Okay, now who's setting up here for PHS? They lead 1-0 here.
Looks like maybe Wyan. Let's see if it is.
It is.
Yeah, we have Wyan sitting up.
We have Drew Wyan now.
The second shot for PHS. PHS leads 1-0 in the penalty game. Yeah,
and Wyan easily just sticks it into the net.
Nothing fancy. Just did what he had to do. You know, that's what you do. But Santor didn't really move much on that one.
Well, here we have Brandon Lauren heading up for Chazy.
Yeah.
Right now, PHS scored the first two. Chazy missed the first one. It was Reynolds hitting the goalpost.
Lauren, another freshman. Chazy's loaded with underclassmen, a lot of talent. Let's see what Lauren does.
The crowd's really quiet over there.
Yeah.
And Lauren finds lower left-hand net. He scores.
Nieder went to the correct side, but it's just a nice shot by Lauren. You know, penalty shots they're tough. Mainly what the kids do is when they miss, it's just pressure. You know, and normally Nathan Reynolds he's cold as ice. He's smooth. You know?
Well, heading up for PHS right now is Ethan Botron. He's only a sophomore, and he played a whale of a game tonight.
Yes, he did. He played with him last year too. This is not his first year on this varsity team. Ethan Botron he's a gainer. Ref is Botron setting the ball.
See, I don't like the strategy of Santor. He just needs to pick a corner and go. Botron goes wide right.
So that's PHS's first miss.
Third shot, the first miss. So Chazy can tie it right now.
Tie it with Howitzer Halley.
You got Howitzer Halley coming up right now.
The senior. He scored the winning goal against Canton a couple of nights ago to win the game to advance to this championship round.
So this will be interesting. If Halley makes this shot, we'll be tied at 2.
I'll tell you what, even if Nieder stops us, he might wish he didn't because he's got a whale of a foot. Oh, he does stop it.
Drill it. Boy, Needler stopped
He
it.
stopped it.
He
yeah.
felt it.
Oh, yeah.
He
What a
felt
stop. What a stop by Nieder. He went to the correct side.
And Halley, well, I think he tried to go in center, figuring he'd dive.
No.
And basically, Needler was working to his left, and it kind of hit him on the right thigh.
Yeah, Nieder's going to have some imprints on his midsection off that one probably tomorrow.
2-1. So this, if PHS makes this one, they will go ahead 3-1 with 2 kicks. Each got 3 kicks. PHS leads 2-1, and it is number 23 for PHS. It is Jordan Knight now, and Knight sends it lower left side, so he scores. So PHS leads 3-1. If Caleb Snide misses this, it's over.
It's over.
So
But they're down by 1.
they're down by 2.
down by 2,
So
yeah.
Chazy's got to score the next 2, and PHS has got to miss the next one.
It's highly unlikely, but I have seen this happen in a championship game before. Elizabethtown, Chazy came back on it.
Very, very interesting.
PHS is they're pretty poised out there.
And nice shot by Snide as Needle dove to his right, and he just went to the opposite side. So it's 3-2 if, and what I tell you, we called all the shooters for PHS. Now coming up is number 13, the senior Kyle Knight. My guess, Kyle Knight's going to find the back of the net. Senior leadership, I'd be surprised if Knight missed this one.
Well, let's see. So, Chazy only has one thing left, and that's hope.
And he drills it, and PHS wins it in the shootout, 4-2.
Yeah.
And Chazy has nothing to be ashamed of.
No.
They took PHS to double overtime,
Sure.
lose it in a shootout. So PHS will win the Chazy preseason tournament in a shootout, 4 goals to 2 in the shootout. So they win the game 2-1.
I'll tell you what, I congratulate PHS. They played a great game this afternoon or this evening. Coach LaRose for another victory here at the George Brendler Field.
He's had a lot of success on this field.
He has. They're one of the few teams that I believe that has beat Chazy boys. I don't think any other team has beat the Chazy boys in this field, not that I can remember.
No, I think it's been.
And this field's been here for 4 years now.
Yeah.
And PHS has been the only team to beat Chazy. So PHS likes it here.
Yeah, well, if you're just joining us, PHS wins the shootout here in Chazy, the preseason tournament, 2-1 on shootouts.
Oh, that'll wrap up Hometown Cable's coverage of this very long and eventful soccer game. Reminder that views expressed are those of the announcers and not necessarily represent Hometown Cable or this cable system. In the meantime, this internet system. Nice job there by Joey Trombley and Joe Poisson. In the meantime, thanks for watching. And for those of you who support viewer-supported local television, Hometown Cable TV, that's really worth your support.